We are back again guys sa panibagong episodes ng ating reaction na video. At ngayon ay nagbabalik ulit tayo dito kay 𝗙𝗙𝗟𝗪𝗪. At ito ay pinamagatang 𝗙𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗪 B75. At kung di ka pa nakasubscribe, ay mag-subscribe ka na. At nandyan lang po yun sa may baba. So ano pang hintayin natin as for dado? Let's go na.
At approximately 1:30 in the morning, a truck driver was driving down a road that many truckers try avoiding at all costs. According to rumors, the road in question is believed to be cursed, as many drivers have either seen or been involved in an accident while commuting to their destination through this route.
Wait lang. I-adjust ko lang yung volume. Let's go na.
Now, it's not just accidents that often occur here, but also unexplainable sightings. There have been many reports from drivers who claim to have seen shadowy figures standing on the side of the road as though waiting for someone to
Ganyang kadilim, tapos babiyahe ka ng ganyan. At the same time, wala ka pang makikitang bahay-bahay. No?
pick them up. It's around 1:30 in the morning
Ganyan, no?
somewhere in Louisiana
Parang ganyan na lang, oh.
when a truck driver spots something very peculiar on the road he's on. Knowing the history of this place, he
Wala
takes
pang
out his
bahay.
phone and begins to record. What he captures leaves him totally spooked.
Se llama Babae.
For sure,
Someone or
babae yun.
something appears to be squatting on the side of the road, doing who knows what before turning around to look at the driver. Aside from the fact that it's late at night in the middle of nowhere, the way in which they turn their head and wave at the camera seems quite unnatural. It's for this reason that some viewers believe that a skinwalker or a cryptid of some sort was caught on camera. Whether a ghost, cryptid, or person, no new information has been brought forth to clarify what exactly was captured. There's a mall in Peru that is well known for being one of the biggest plazas in the city of 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗪.
Nung bata pa ako, meron ako nitong toys po. Maliit lang. Wala lang, share ko lang.
A lot of kids come here as the plaza holds events primarily aimed at children. Even the mascot of this place is designed to appeal to a young audience, which is pretty evident by the numerous TV ads run by this mall. With so many kids running around the place, it's no surprise that accidents often happen here. But one accident in particular has left many people unsettled. In 2016,
For sure, may
a young
andito,
girl
may
named
something
Valentina
dito.
𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 had been playing around at an instant photo booth where an exposed
Imposibleng
cable from a
wala.
machine was touching a metal railing near the kiosk. Valentina grabbed onto the railing and was instantly electrocuted. Unfortunately, due to the high voltage she received, Valentina was pronounced deceased only hours later. Understandably, Valentina's family had mourned and grieved
Wait lang guys, ang liwanag eh. Parang kukunin ako ng langit. Sobrang liwanag.
for days on end.
Ano, paano yun?
Fast forward to a few years later, and Valentina's story is no longer talked about. Or so it seems. As of recent, the same plaza where Valentina had passed away has been experiencing strange activity within its stores. It's late at night, after business hours, when a surveillance camera inside a store captures this.
Bah! Lumitaw si Naruto. Uyun! Ang bilis ah!
The video shows what looks to be a small child zooming back and forth at a speed beyond human capacity. As if seeing a child alone inside a store that is closed wasn't strange enough, it runs at a supernatural speed. Employees of the mall can't help but think that this may have been the ghost of Valentina, given the tragic history of this plaza. But you be the
Bilis eh, no?
judge. Was the spirit of Valentina caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
You know?
It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when all of a sudden something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now, the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago that she was involved in a terrible accident. On August 8th of 2020, Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude,
Panahon pang pandemic, 2020.
causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks. This injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered. But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured.
Bah, akala mo'y magnanakaw eh, no? Takbo dito, dali! Gago ka, par. Kinakabahan ako dun ah. Lagi na lang at nilak ni ate yung pinto niya. Kung hindi, tapos kang bata ka. Holy shit.
Somehow, the two doors open on their own, seemingly at the same time. Feeling beyond spooked, Caitlin sits on her bed, paralyzed with fear. Soon after, the video comes to an end. But this wouldn't be the last of it, as only a few days later, this happens.
Ang hirap niyang par. Literal, hindi kanya makakatulog. Umiakyat. Ina.
Just like before, the same door closes on its own, leading viewers to believe that the room itself is haunted. Since then, Caitlin hasn't talked about this or the previous incident. Given how frightened she seemed in both encounters, it might be best to forget about them. After all, this terrifying encounter still haunts her to this day.
Grabe. Sumikip yung dibdib ko dun ah.
In this short video, a famous musician from Argentina had posted something pretty spooky that occurred at a friend's house. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 was visiting a very close friend who she's known for over 5 years. Never has she ever encountered anything like this while being at her place. According to her, she was sitting outside in the backyard when suddenly she felt as though someone had grabbed her shoulder. She immediately gets up and turns around to see who it is. But strangely, no one is there. Now, although this incident doesn't seem that strange, it's the video itself that's by far the strangest. It wasn't until looking at the footage captured by the security camera outside that 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 was left extremely terrified. If you zoom in on the video, you can see what appears to be a set of fingers touching 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡's shoulder. It's hard to make out at first, but if you pause the video at the right time, you can see what looks like a row of distorted fingers. Now, what makes this even creepier is that 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 stands up soon after the hand appears.
Partida, kuha pa ng CCTV yun ha.
Because of this,
Oh.
viewers believe that something had actually
Obvious.
But as
CCTV yan.
always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? You let me know. The following video comes from a man named Bobby who lives with his daughter inside a house where unusual activity has been happening recently. Bobby can't shake the feeling that something is haunting both him and his daughter. He's been documenting these strange occurrences ever since they started, but out of all occurrences, the following has left him the most unsettled.
Skip na natin to guys. Napood ko na to eh.
Bobby's in his living room when out of nowhere, strange noises come from his bedroom. He grabs his phone and records the following.
It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy, yo. Hold on. So, she's sleeping. See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird shit. I think it's coming from my room now. I don't know what that sound is, though. Oh, what the was that, man? Yo, this, this.
The sound of footsteps is heard right behind him, as though someone had walked into the room. Spooked out by the noise, he proceeds to close the cabinet and walk out. For the next few months, Bobby would continue to post videos of strange happenings in his home, but it's the most recent video that has left him the most concerned. He's alone at home when this is captured.
Ay, iba pala yung mismong napanood ko pala. Yung bata, nasa sariling kwarto pala yun. Oo nga pala.
I know y'all hear the footsteps. I'm like shaking already. So early in the morning too. See, I know you hear them pacing in there. Nah, get out of here, man.
Kayo ang ano diyan. Umalis na. Oo. I mean, lumipat na kayo ng bahay. Kesa naman yun, pagtyagaan nyo pa yan.
Hello? I'm like freaking out.
Mysteriously, the same room where the footsteps were heard opens up on its own. Like before, Bobby was spooked out of his mind, but it seems not as much as when the following incident had occurred. Bobby is once again alone at home when something unexplainable happens inside his daughter's room. This is what he captured.
It always gets crazy when I'm here by myself. Or when my daughter's sleeping. But, see? I told you. I want her piano again. Hello? See, there's her piano. Don't mind her.
So, skip na natin to guys, itong part na to. Okay. Pasensya na. At ito ay napanood ko na pati.
But he continues to post these strange happenings on his channel. He hopes that someone will explain what's happening, as the activity in his house seems to be getting stranger and stranger. Now, the exact source of the following clip is unknown. It was reposted by someone who found the video somewhere. Even without a source though, the footage is still terrifying on its own. It starts off with a group of men who are looking down a manhole. They swear that they either saw someone or something inside it. The man recording takes a closer look and sees this.
Se lo juro que había algo ahí
Nos
abajo.
devolvemos.
Créame que yo no lo miraba abajo. Yo hubiera visto algo. Es que yo iba pasando por acá y esa vuelta está destapada. Obviamente
No, si es risa,
se
güey.
asoma. No,
Es
sí,
que risa, güey.
ahí en la parte alta.
Perro, se lo vio.
Without warning, the head of someone or something pops into view under the
Tarantado ang putik. Gulat ko dun na. Ayop yan.
open manhole. Its sudden appearance was enough to send the man running away. Like something straight out of a horror movie, the face seemingly disappears as the man steps back. Whatever this was remains a total mystery, but real or not, the unexpected appearance of this ghoulish face is the stuff of nightmares. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video was taken inside a mansion that is well known for being extremely haunted. On July 30th of 2022, Sabrina and her husband Carl decide to take a tour of the Aston Hall mansion located in Birmingham, England. The place itself isn't just known for being haunted, but also for its immaculate architecture that many are taken aback when seeing
For sure, malawak talaga to. Laki oh. Obvious. Malawak talaga.
it in person. But it seems that the real reason people come here isn't just to admire the beauty of this place, but to experience the hauntings that tourists have encountered. There's a room in this mansion that once belonged to a young woman named Mary Holt. The story goes that Mary's father had heard that she planned to run away and marry one of the servants who worked there. Upset that his daughter would do such a thing, he goes to her room and locks her inside. Years would pass, and Mary would still be locked up inside this room. It was after 16 years of being grounded that Mary passed away. It is said that she died of starvation, but also partly of a broken heart.
Mary? You mean you no harm? We know you're in there. We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Ooh.
Mary?
Did you see it?
Mary?
Tarantado, ano yun? May boss babae. For sure, siya yun. Si Mary yun. Uy!
Mary? Are you still in there, Mary? You can come out now. Hello?
Ooh!
Inside Mary's old room, a shadow-like figure darts across the chamber in a swift motion. The two stand in silence while breathing heavily in anticipation. It doesn't show itself again until moments later after being called out
Maganda sana siyang explore kaso, yan nga, tulad na lang yan. Una pa lang, meron ka na agad maririnig na ingay. Tapos ganyan.
by Sabrina's husband, as though acknowledging the husband's summoning. Now, something worth mentioning is that the couple doesn't enter the room to see what's inside. The reason for not doing so, according to them, is that the museum prohibits anyone from entering the room. As with any historical piece on display, this one is off limits to the public. To this day, Sabrina and her husband have no idea as to who or even what was caught on camera. A family who lives in England has been capturing video evidence of strange happenings inside their home. Ever since 1997, the family has been seeing things that they can't seem to explain. More often than not, they would hear strange noises coming out of nowhere and even see things move on their own. To the family, it seems that with every unusual occurrence that happens, the activity intensifies. Now, although they live in a constant state of fear, they still try their best to live comfortably in their own home. On one occasion, the family makes time to chat with one another and a friend of theirs who is visiting them. The father records the occasion on his phone, as moments like this rarely happen. All is going well, when suddenly, this happens.
He always pushes it through when I'm sitting on the sofa. It's so annoying.
Why are you moving closer and closer towards me and almost in my lap, Beba?
Why is it still in your coat?
She's ready to run. Don't you trust over there anymore, Beba?
No, I'm all good, thanks.
Why you moved out in the first place?
One of the reasons, yeah. Oh, God.
And he stopped hogging the oven.
Shh. You go.
Alright, I'm so
We'll go together.
Yeah, get together. Yeah. It always happens on Julian. Yeah.
I just don't even
Why she's up the stairs.
Oh my, no. Oh, I don't go. There's nothing there, no I can't.
There's nothing there.
Parang wala lang ah.
Oh God.
Oh no.
As if things inside their home have finally settled, this happens. The sound of heavy footsteps walking about is heard above them. Seeming slightly unfazed, as they've seen stranger things before, they laugh about it and proceed to check on the source. But after standing momentarily at the base of the stairs, an unseen presence runs down at full speed. This may just be the scariest encounter they've ever had. But until more videos are posted, it seems that this one will stand out from any other creepy occurrence they experience. When it comes to videos of baby monitors that capture something paranormal on camera, they usually tend to be creepy. But this next video may just be a lot more wholesome than scary.
Agoy. Agoy. Ayun lang. Nako, bata pa masyado yung yung second nilang account tuloy. Anak, visit na yan. So anyway, yun lang. Ingat and God bless. See you on the next one na video. Paalam. Ingat parati.